Well, I just finished up a 10-year prison term, and I needed a solid foundation, so I thought I'd come to Amity.
My name is Harvey M. Reed III. Everybody right here calls me Q. It's a nickname I got from one of the jobs I had as a lab technician, and Q stood for quick draw because I can go in the emergency room, draw 10 patients in 5 minutes.
It's just peaceful here, so it's the location. They have a very good location, you know. But if they have like a swimming pool, that would make it better. But
I've been here this is my 3rd month, and I'm starting to like it here. I like the guys. Everyone's cool. Got some good friends. This one, I like it here a lot.
My name is Wade Jacobs, aka New York Black. Amity has allowed me to take a look at myself.
Realistically, do you think that you'll be using again at any point in your life?
Yeah.
This is the lifers barn, where it's dedicated to the lifers from prison.
This room is dedicated to the lifers that are still locked up. And what it is that the keys that's on the wall up there are the keys for when they get out. It's the keys to longevity, it's the keys to the prison, to let themselves out, and it's the key to come back into society.
Willie? Willie?
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Got you in your chore.
All right.
This is another group room, but another big screen TV room. Where at night we can watch movies and football after 9 o'clock, when we have our free time. This is going to be a new dining room. The students are building this themselves too. That one's small, and this one's going to be able to fit everyone.
What do you call each other here at the facility?
Students.
Okay.
That's just a nice way of putting, I don't know. They don't want to say, I don't know. Students is just how we put each other category. I'm not eating. I don't eat breakfast.
What's your name?
Alex.
And may I ask you what brought you here to the facility?
I have to be here for parole. So I smoke meth. Not a drug problem.
I don't want to know what's up.
My name is Jose.
And may I ask what brought you here to the facility?
I came here because I've been shooting heroin for 10 years now. I just got tired of being back in prison. Every time I would get out and be out for a week or two and right back to prison.
How long have you been here now?
2 months.
And would you say, honestly, has this facility helped you in any way?
No.
Okay.
Dead honestly.
This time that I was in prison, I heard about this Amity place, and I heard they pick you up and everything, and they help you get your ID, your license, and all that, get a job. And I was just so tired that I signed up for it, and I'm here now, and it's been great here. I've learned a lot here. I met Jesus Christ here, and I've just been working on myself.
Why is it that you're not getting a lot out of it?
I'm just bored. Streets are calling me.
Back to the pew, huh? How long are you gonna stay there?
Good morning, community. My name is Shauna. Welcome to the third day of your workshop on trust. Let's start with affirmations.
Good morning, community. My name is Dave.
Hi, David.
This is for David Campbell. This affirmation goes to you for your honesty with you're a friend, and I'm very proud of you. Renee.
And I think if you just don't know whose you're going to read, you're kind of mixing it up and you're affirming everyone by reading somebody else's they wrote and somebody else reads yours.
It took a lot of courage to do what all you did, and my hat is off to you. You deserve to be affirmed in front of the entire community. Good job.
That's right.
It helps them to get out of being self-centered. Oftentimes we spend most of our lives being so wrapped up in our own little world that we forget that there's other people out there trying to do the same thing that we're trying to do. So if we spend our time focusing on other people and really getting to know the people around us and affirming them for the things that they do, not only does it get us out of ourselves, but it helps them learn how to give affirmations and say good things about people instead of always talking bad things about them. So today we're gonna be going to our group rooms and we're gonna be putting together some skits. Skits are little vignettes, little skits that they put together within their groups, and today the topic is trust.
What is the point of the students performing the skits?
To engage in social activities and push them to engage in different activities together so that they can learn how to speak and so that they become more self-assured.
Do what I gotta do.
We'll see when you come back.
And well, if I come back, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta stand on my own, man. You guys got my respect or what?
Yeah, we do.
I'll get at you guys later. You get that shirt then.
Did you get anything out of the skits that you were in, or I'm not sure if you were in one, but the ones that you saw, did you get anything out of them?
Not really. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to pay attention. It's all boring to me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's the medicine wheel. It's where we do our ceremonies for people who are coming in or leaving. It's the start of people changing their life. The symbols.
What does each symbol mean?
The turtle represents humor. The hawk, humility. I stand to the bear, honor. This is where we do our medicine practice, and we honor those and welcome those who come into this program to get their lives together.
When someone screws up or does something not supposed to be doing, either let it be slipping, using drugs, leaving, walking away from the property, whatever habit, there's we call it the pew or sanctuary, and it's a place they say you sit for reflection. It's to think about what you did. They don't call it punishment. They don't like that word.
Number one, it's not punishment. It is an opportunity to sit in sanctuary by themselves so that they can reflect on the behavior that they displayed.
My name's Roger.
And may I ask you what your infraction was?
Just went out and drank and used a little bit about 13 days ago. And I'm sitting here thinking about it, figure out what I gotta do.
It's not punishment. It's called reflection time.
And how long have you been sitting here today?
Going on 4 days.
And if they went out and used, they might sit there for a couple of weeks.
And you sit here the entire day?
Yep, 7 to 7.
And they're given some homework assignments to address that type of behavior.
So the punishment is this sense of boredom.
Yeah, to make you think about what you did wrong.
And have you thought about that?
Yep.
And what's your feelings?
Well, read out the paper. I wrote a paper on fear. I wrote a paper apology letter.
Do you feel that this punishment is warranted for what you did?
I don't have a problem with it.
Hey, coming through.
My name's Hi. What brought me here? Number one thing is I do not want to use no more. I'm tired of using. I'm tired of the addiction lifestyle. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of it.
And yeah, I've been in the system since '79. I'm 43 years old, and I'm at that point where it's that I'm forced to make changes, you know? Can't go back to my old ways, the hustle, the game.
Second is to gain back my my family's trust and stuff, you know what I mean? Because my last time I was out, I hurt them pretty bad, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Amity has really helped me find some tools and gave me some answers about, you know, the choices I've been making and the paradigm paralysis I've been stuck in. I've been stuck in a vortex.
And third is to discharge my parole. This number I just picked up again. You know, it's the same number, T number, and I'm tired. I'm just tired, stuck in the system.
Were you mandated to come here?
No, I wasn't.
No, I volunteered for this. So
let me ask you a question. Since you've been at Amity, can you tell me anything in particular that you feel how this place has helped you?
It's basically, you know, the curriculum. The curriculum is, you know, hearing people's stories, you know, and looking at the examples that walk around here, because you got lifers on this property that are, you know, turn their lives around. You have most of the staff. We all had the similar background, you know, gang banging, drug dealing, you know what I mean? And they made changes. So what they did, they gave me a demonstration. I can't say this can't be done, because they come from the same place I come from and they did it. And that's what makes them so valuable.
Purpose of group is, number one, sitting in a circle and making sure that everybody feels equal, because there's no beginning and no end. So that concept is about no one being any better than or any lower than anyone else.
I'm not saying she would, but they can get you for stalking.
Well, Renee and Shauna said to keep calling them. Use different phones. Keep calling your kids.
It gives them an opportunity to feel like they're included in something instead of excluded.
That's the way, when they suspend your license, that's the way that they lure you back in.
I get a lot out of the group because talking to people that have the same situations and feelings and gone through some of the same stuff I have, talking one-on-one or in a group is a lot easier for me to get stuff out of than doing bookwork or paperwork. So for me, I get a lot out of the group. That's my favorite part of the program.
Can you say, is there anything that you've gotten out of this facility in the last 2 months that will help you, that you feel will help you?
Maybe a few things, but just like things that'll help me work on my anger. But other than that, not really too much.
Hey Steve, I got some vanilla. You do?
Big size trucks with 25-foot trailers.
You know what, Bill? How you doing, man? All right.
Hey, bro. Listen to me when I talk to you. Are you working?
We had an incident about a month ago where we had some students that were doing weird things, working in the middle of the night, having their shirts off, sweat and just the major signs of being high. And so they decided to do a sweep of the place and test the whole property. And it was either 12 or 15 people came out dirty for heroin and crystal meth. And I think 10 or 11 of them ended up just packing and leaving, and 3 or 4 guys stayed. So
Can you tell me about your crime and how it came to happen?
My crime, I caught an attempted murder back in '95. What happened was I was going over to this guy's house because he beat up a 15-year-old girl, and I was under the influence of methamphetamines. So I went to be Captain Save-A-Ho, and one thing led to another, and I ended up stabbing the dude 11 times.
Scotty Dyer. I just done 9 years in the prison system, and I found out that I was going to have my first daughter, my first child, and I decided that what I was doing with my life wasn't no way to raise a child. So basically, the reason why I came here was to learn to become a father for my daughter.
And how do you feel that Amity here has changed anything for you?
Well, it gave me some different ways to think about things. It gave me think before you react, just to talk about your feelings instead of just bottling them inside.
Were you mandated here?
No, I'm here voluntarily.
And what was there a drug that you were abusing?
Yeah, crystal methamphetamine.
And is there anything in particular that you get out of this place?
Yeah, it's basically adjusting you back into society. When you go and do prison time, your mentality kind of stops. You know, in there it's a totally different world than it is out here. There's a lot of violence in there, a lot of racism in there. So when you come out here, it basically adjusts you to be around the normal people in society.
And is there anything here that you feel is boring or a waste of time?
Sometimes the groups get a little repetitive, but I know I need them.
It's real repetitive. Everything you do is on a day-to-day basis, but it's a lot of the same thing. You know, and just being in the fast lane and getting high, you're always doing something different. So when you come here, you get a lot of repetitive things. But in a normal lifestyle, that's kind of like the norm. You get up, you go to work every day, you come home, you pay your bills. So it kind of gets your process ready for that.
I think a positive asset for this community here at Amity would be money management, because we're so used to being in prison or being here where we don't have to pay bills. And once we get thrown out into society or go into society, we don't know how to pay bills, respect our money, use it in the right places, and I think it would be a positive asset for this community.
I find a lot of the curriculum out of the books uninteresting, childish, boring. I get most of my treatment from like groups, one-on-one. When we work out of the books, it's just kind of, I feel like I'm in school, and I never did good in school.
They have the books we do. I don't really like them too much, and we spend a lot of time in the books, and that's what really makes me not like this place. I don't know. I don't understand a lot of it. It's just the problem, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a leaner.
Doing yourself with it, hand yourself.
After 4 months of being here, you can go on something called worker status, and that just means for your last 2 months here, you go out 7 in the morning, and if you don't have a job, you go look for work. Once you get a job, it's just basically, this turns into just a living, an apartment for you. You go to work, you come home at night. You go to work in the morning, you come home at night.
Did they help you find a job?
They don't actually help you find it, but there's a lot of people here that have connections, and there's a lot of people that graduated from this program that come back and use people from here, working with them.
You know that Tony guy? Good. What happened? In jail. No,
a great friend meeting?
It looks like Fuji tsunami.
And is there anything in particular that you get out of Amity that really helps you? If there is, what is it?
The one thing I get out of it is learning to be a true friend again. And the easiest way to do that is to build friendships here. True friendships where it's not about dope, it's not about how much money you got, if you're a baller, you know, if you're pimping, or none of that. I expect to graduate February next year, but I put a letter of intent in to be one of the drivers here so I can stay a little longer. Get some more schooling, get some more teaching, and maybe even teach people some more.
Choose your poison.
You are filming, huh?
Yeah.
What you filming for?
Actually making a documentary.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who's filming?
Just me.
Willie.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Got you in your chore.
All right.
This is another group room, but another big screen TV room. Where at night we can watch movies and football after 9 o'clock, after when we have our free time. This is going to be a new dining room. The students are building this themselves too. That one's small and this one's going to be able to fit everyone.
What do you call?
Well, I just finished up a 10-year prison term, and I needed a solid foundation, so I thought I'd come to Amity.
My name is Harvey M. Reed III. Everybody right here calls me Q. It's a nickname I got from one of the jobs I had as a lab technician, and Q stood for quick draw because I can go in the emergency room, draw 10 patients in 5 minutes.
It's just peaceful here, so it's the location. They have a very good location, you know. But if they have like a swimming pool, that would make it better. But
I've been here this is my 3rd month, and I'm starting to like it here. I like the guys. Everyone's cool. Got some good friends. This one, I like it here a lot.
Oh, my name is Wade Jacobs, a.k.a. New York Black. Amity has allowed me to take a look at myself.
Realistically, do you think that you'll be using again at any point in your life?
Yeah.
This is the lifers barn, where it's dedicated to the lifers from prison.
This room is dedicated to the lifers that are still locked up. And what it is that the keys that's on the wall up there are the keys for when they get out. It's the keys to longevity, it's the keys to the prison, to let themselves out, and it's the key to come back into society.
Willie?